So the width is 389. We divide that by 2, we come up with 1.195. So let's set our caliper up for that. And get some marks on here for that dimension. We'll proceed with the back wall very much the same manner that we did the front wall. We'll get the bottom of our doors set up at 12 inches from the bottom of the wall. And the back has 2 doors and no windows. And to attempt to minimize the chance of breaking the wood up at this point, I'm going to use the edge of this batten and the edge of this batten as the outside edge of the door opening. Okay, I'm going to use this nice, fresh, sharp X-Acto blade to cut out the window openings. It takes time to do this. It's not something that you want to hurry because you're putting a lot of stress on this piece of wood up in here, and it will split if you're not careful when you're cutting. So you got to take a lot of light passes with the blade. I will do the same on this side. And cut open. You just have to take your time and keep working on it. And it's out. Now let's grab a window and see how it fits in this opening. All right, looks very good. Now what we need to do is carefully mark these few bats that go behind the trim on the window. And we will want to remove those. We'll do the same thing along the bottom. Now, the trim on these windows is very small, so there's not going to be a lot of wood that needs to be removed. See if we can see what we got here. So on the top, there's hardly anything that needs to come off. On the bottom, we can see that there's just a small amount that needs to be removed. So I'm going to just hit that area with the X-Acto blade and cut out and slice out these little pieces of the batten. based on our experience with the last window cutout, we have a couple of significant issues. One is up here where it's very little distance between this corner and this top edge here. So I'm going to adopt a slightly different technique in cutting out these windows. Get the corner marked up here, and what I'm going to do is just cut this entire piece out and then slide it down to where it needs to meet the bottom of the window. Put the window in, position it, and re-glue it across the bottom. We'll see if this helps the survival of the edges up here. I'm using the battens on here to align where I'm making my cut. I'm going to cut this one just on the inside of this batten. I'm going to add a little glue along this edge and similarly on this side. I'm not sure that I really like that. I suppose once you get a porch on here and the overhang on, it'll be a lot less noticeable. Well, let's see how we can do on this side.